Answer one more question. Should have to mute it. You can just mute it back there. Will it pick up the drum line? If we don't mute it, Good morning. Please rise for the procession of the founders. If you are able, please stay standing for the singing of O Canada. You may be seated. Good morning. My name is Bianca, and I'm honored to welcome you to this special assembly as we celebrate Founders Day and Collingwood's 40th anniversary. Before we begin today's assembly, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge both the land on which we gather and the broader community we are a part of. We are fortunate to learn, work, and play on the unceded traditional territories of the Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, and Musqueam nations. We are extremely lucky to go to school every day, surrounded by such rich and beautiful nature, cultivated by the Indigenous peoples for centuries. As people from all different backgrounds have found peace in this country, we must approach our lives through a lens of gratitude. We must learn from the Indigenous peoples to act as responsible stewards, ensuring the land is protected and cherished for the future. In the spirit of the community and collective care, I would also like to recognize the tragic events that took place during Saturday's Day celebrations, hosted by the local Filipino community here in Vancouver. A day of cultural celebration enjoyed by people of all ages has been marred by a senseless act of violence. As a show of respect, please refrain from sharing any images or videos of this tragedy on social media. As always, if you need support, students, faculty, and staff are encouraged to reach out to your head of house or a trusted adult. Please join me in showing our support as a Collingwood community to all of the families, loved ones, and community members affected by this terrible event, by bowing your head for a moment of silence. Thank you, everyone. We hope that in coming together to support one another, we can contribute to the collective care and support that will help our broader local community heal. Throughout today's program, we'll hear reflections on this milestone year and have the unique opportunity to learn about Collingwood's history and journey directly from our founders. To begin, please join me in welcoming our head of school, Lisa Evans.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Bianca, for that wonderful introduction, and really just taking a moment to pause and to know that we can support one another in difficult times by being there and putting our arms around each other and other members of our community. And that we, as human beings, and certainly as students, teachers, and founders, we need to find resilience to carry on, but still hold in our heart some of these memories. It is a pleasure to stand here today and welcome all of you, students, staff, and our special guests, to this year's Founders Day Assembly. Today we are marking the school's 40th anniversary, a very special milestone in our Collingwood school history. It's because of the vision, the hard work, and the determination of the guests joining us here today, the founders, that Collingwood even exists. These parents had a dream of creating a co-educational school on the North Shore that would prioritize well-rounded students. Our founders wanted students to challenge themselves in academics, arts, athletics, and participate in service activities to contribute to the larger community. To have a school where trying hard and achieving excellent results was celebrated. They wanted a school environment that promoted strong relationships between students and also between students and teachers. I was speaking to one founding student who said that she is still in very close contact with over 10 people from that very first class that she joined back in September of 1984. In short, these families created the foundation on which our school has been built and sparked our mission to inspire and support young people for meaningful lives. You'll hear, as Bianca was saying, from a number of people today to know and learn more about their journey here at Collingwood School. My story begins at Collingwood in September 1993, when I joined as a new teacher. I know all of you students and many of you teachers were not even born back in 1993. I had a good friend named John Dirksen who was working in the social studies department here at the school. I was in a different school and I had a one-year contract, and the person I was covering for was returning from his master's degree studies, so I needed a job. It was Jonathan who said to me, Lisa, you should apply to Collingwood. You're going to really like the people, and there are amazing opportunities. So I took John's advice and I sent in my application. I had an interview, I was hired, and in September 1993, I began here at the Morgan campus because this is where Collingwood was, all of us, from kindergarten through to grade 12. There was no Wentworth back in 1993. My first job was teaching kindergarten to grade 12 PE. So if you can imagine one block, you've got grade 8s, the second block, you've got grade 1s, and then period 3, you have the grade 12s. Needless to say, it was a very interesting and challenging environment where you work with students of all ages. I began to take on more teaching courses in English department and eventually moved into the English department full-time, where I actually taught English from grade 6 through to grade 11, before I became the head of the senior school here at Morgan in 2001. I loved working with such a diverse range of students, kindergarten to grade 12, and then grade 6 through grade 11 and grade 12 once the Wentworth campus was opened in 1997. And it's my great honor, and I feel so privileged to have been your head of school, the first female head of school actually here at Collingwood since the spring of 2018. I think if I look back on my memories over the last 30 plus years, what stands out to me most is the relationships that I have with my colleagues, but also with students and parents. The relationships I've formed have lasted decades. There are people here in this audience in front of me where I taught their children. But now when I go to Collingwood events, whether that's spring fair, music concerts, or athletic events, I see the parents of the students I taught. I see my kids, the students who are in my class, who now have children at the school. So it's a 3-generational opportunity to connect with families. And to have those stories and be able to smile and check in on how people are doing makes me incredibly proud to be part of the Collingwood family. I've also attended weddings and gone to bar mitzvahs and other special events, so you do create bonds that extend beyond the walls of the school. Although a lot has changed over the past 40 years, the focus on the individual student, knowing each person as an individual and what they're really interested and passionate about, remains core to what we do at the school. I think Collingwood's always been a place where students feel supported, whether they're trying something in the academics, the arts, athletics, or service strands. It's a place where pushing for excellence has always been encouraged. And I love that students are celebrated for who they are and the diverse abilities that they bring and share here at our school. Initially through our KEY program, and more recently through our inclusive education program, we try to meet students where they are and help them move forward. Perhaps like me and my family, your siblings or your children have different interests and abilities. Whether you love math class, public speaking, robotics, the visual or performing arts, whether you're interested in service, entrepreneurship, or athletics, there is a class, a club, or an activity for you at Collingwood. We believe that the wide range of co-curricular and curricular offerings helps our students to develop their passions and shape their futures. Knowing that Collingwood has been the guide, a helping hand, if you will, to help people, our students, achieve their personal and professional goals over the past 40 years, 4 decades, brings me such a great sense of satisfaction. As we celebrate our 40th anniversary here together today, we also look forward to the next 40 years. In order for our school to be relevant, leaders in what we do, and successful, we have to keep an eye on the horizon. We have to know what's changing in the world, in the workplace, and in post-secondary education. As a school, Collingwood needs to continue to move with the times so that we can continue to offer our best educational programming experiences for our students. And we hope that today we we as a school can offer a very heartfelt thank you to our students, our staff, our founders, the families, and our alumni for helping to shape Collingwood that we know and love today. And we hope, founders, that you're proud of the school as it has evolved over these past 40 years. Thank you, everyone, for helping us to continue to grow as a school community and to keep front of mind the desire to dream big and to live the school's early motto, from vision to reality. Thank you, and we're so honored to have you join us here today.
Thank you, Ms. Evans. Good morning. My name is David, and I'm a grade 8 student. Collingwood has always felt like a second home, where everyone supports each other, the best student we can be, and best person we can be. I have been here since junior kindergarten, and have always felt that I am respected and supported within this community. Collingwood School has presented many opportunities to all of us, which have shaped us to become positive and active members of our community and beyond. For me personally, from playing on the basketball team to public speaking and participating in different competitions, Collingwood School has presented diverse opportunities for me to challenge myself and engage in the school community. Many of these opportunities are because of our amazing founders. I'm so proud to be a part of this community, and I'm thrilled to introduce someone who helped build this incredible environment that we all know today. Let's give a warm welcome to Collingwood founder, Mrs. Val McDermott.
I don't think I have to say a word. It's all been said. Except, I would like to take you back to October of 1983. I had heard that there was going to be a meeting at St. Stephen's Church about maybe starting our own independent school in North Shore. And until that time, there were no independent schools in the North Shore. They were on in Vancouver. People were being bused to Park Law, then they were being bused over to Vancouver, and then they were being bused back, and then they were being picked up again. And so by the time the day was finished, it was 6 o'clock, and they came home, and then they had to do homework. Anyway, this is what I have to say. I see many of the brave souls who brought each time to the North Shore to do this. We can thank Laura Bruce for getting the idea underway at that meeting. With her was Mr. David McKenzie, the former headmaster at Collingwood College on Vancouver Island. Most of the attendees signed up for further gatherings and discussions as to how this could be done. I mean, no one had ever done it before. Well, maybe 100 years ago. We were very encouraged to go forward, so we had eventually a group of 13. We met every week, making our projects to move the idea forward and to test the depth of interest of people in the North Shore. We organized a get-together in early January 1984. We didn't think many people would turn up. However, there was so much interest, we had to get them checked. The attendees were asked to pledge $100 to have their children's name on the list for a September opening. That was sheer audacity, as we did not have a place in our school. However, nothing seemed to deter us in our desire to come to this school. It took everyone's best effort to make it work. We worked every angle from getting help from our NLA John Mills to getting the blessing of Les Bruin, who was then the UC superintendent for independent schools. The North Vancouver Council, when we went to them, were not pleased with our decision. However, the West Van School Board did consider our proposal because they had a Shepherd elementary school in Collingwood. Oh, maybe they could get some money for that. So we were able to get a commitment from the West Vancouver School Board that we would undertake renting this property and turn it back into a school again. There was a bit of resistance from some of the British property owners because of the use property, but it soon dissipated because there were more people in favor than there were not. It was much better to have a living, breathing school than to have an empty one and a target for vandalism. Now we have this school. How are we going to do this? Well, due to the dedication of not only the original 13, but the parents and helpers who work day and night, so that we opened in September of 1984. And now look at the school that we have. It is a very proud moment for me to stand here and be here with you. I can't resist, as someone who did not grow up in the computer age, that we did all this with pen and ink, typewriters, even copy paper that got glue all over it, landlines. There were no cell phones. Well, there were, but they were very bulky things, and those were usually some executive ones. So we had to do this with our hands and our minds, and we met and we talked to people face to face, and we learned a lot by doing that. We learned about the people that were interested, and we learned about what they wanted in the school. I'm so happy that it all worked out. And that September day when we opened the school, it looked wonderful to us. But if you see photographs of what it really looked like then, it was just an accomplishment. So I just thank you all so much for being here and for the children that are here that were students, children that are here that have children that have come to this school, for the people that spend all their time, spending so much time, making it a place of very great accomplishment. I'm very proud of you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. McDermott, for sharing the inspiring journey of Collingwood School and your words of wisdom. Good morning. My name is Matthew Yu in grade 11. I came to Collingwood in kindergarten, fell in love with the school, and have been here ever since. University of outstanding programs and a supremely supportive community. But what's at the heart of our identity? For me, it's the arts. Collingwood has taught me the power of self-expression through the ever-growing arts program, whether it be energetically performing musical theater at Wentworth, passionately singing in the choir and band, albeit sometimes too loud, hosting cultural celebrations in the Commons, or attending speech arts competitions around the country. And the creativity doesn't stop there. Photography, dance, sculpting, sketching, literature, film, magazine, media, acting, you name it. The founders truly envisioned a school with a strong artistic identity. And I'm proud to say that Collingwood today has achieved a score of a 70++. In honor of Founders Day, I'm excited to introduce a group of students who embody that creative spirit, our incredibly talented choir and band. The choir will be performing first, singing City of Stars from La La Land, a piece they recently won silver for at the Los Angeles Forum Music Festival. Please welcome the lovely choir.
There's so much that I can see.
Thank you so much to the choir and Miss Weiss for that very beautiful performance. I do want to give a shout out to Liam Aldis in grade 12. He actually won an Outstanding Musician Award for the choir's performance of this piece at the LA Forum Music Festival. Next up, we have the band and drum corps performing the piece. And as you have noticed, we have a halftime show, try to get the piano to the other side of the gym as quickly as possible. So as that's happening, I'll tell you a little bit about the drum corps. They've been working extremely hard, preparing very well for the provincial championships this weekend in Salmon BC. And in preparation of the performance there, they are here at the assembly performing their very dynamic piece for us today. And it's very enjoyable, very fun, very dynamic, very incredible. So we really hope you enjoy all the hard work we put into preparing this piece.
Thank you so much to all of our talented musicians. Good morning, everyone. My name is Marley Lawrence, and I'm a grade 12 student. During my time at Collingwood, I've learned the importance of leadership and collaboration. I'm incredibly grateful for all the opportunities Collingwood has given me to explore leadership across many different areas, from marketing and design for CBO to student exec and running sustainability committee. I am proud to be part of a school community where everyone's unique interests are not only recognized, but given further opportunities to lead, inspire, and make a difference. Now, let's hear from someone who's taken leadership outside our school walls. Please welcome Ariana Siraki, a Collingwood alumni from the class of 2011. Ariana continues to give back to the Collingwood community as chair of our alumni executive, where she leads initiatives that strengthen alumni connections and support our current students. Her commitment to community and leadership has made a lasting impact well beyond her time here as a student.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ariana Siraki, and I'm a proud Collingwood alumna. It's an honor to be here today as we celebrate 40 years of Collingwood's incredible journey. I would like to start by thanking our founders and all those who have supported this community over the years. Their vision, generosity, and commitment have built a place where students can learn, grow, and thrive. When I reflect on my time at Collingwood, what stands out most are the leadership opportunities that helped shape who I am today. Whether it was serving on the student executive or co-chairing our hip-hop dance team, I was constantly encouraged to step outside my comfort zone. Those moments demanded courage, to lead, to perform, and to have my voice heard. But what stayed with me the most is the community, the sense of belonging, the support, and the shared purpose. It's something that I carry with me today in my role as a communications manager. We're bringing people together to make it the heart of what I do every day. What makes Collingwood special isn't just the beautiful campus or the robust programs. It's the people. The founders, the faculty, and this incredible community have built a legacy that has impacted generations of students, including myself. As an alumna, I'm excited to see how Collingwood will continue to evolve, embrace innovation, nurturing global citizens, and staying true to its mission of developing leaders who not only give back, but make a difference in the world. In closing, I want to express my heartfelt thanks once again to the founders for their leadership and support over these past 40 years. I'm incredibly proud to be a part of this community, both as a student and now as an alumni. And while I'm honored to speak here today, there are a few other alumni who wanted to share in this wonderful day as well with some special words. Congratulations to Collingwood on this incredible milestone, and thank you all for being part of this celebration.
Collingwood taught me to be courageous in my education and confident in my knowledge. It taught me curiosity by always wanting to know what's on the other side.
I'd like to talk to you about the value of curiosity, learned throughout my time at Collingwood. Curiosity to ask the right questions, be vulnerable to new information, take that information, and use it to better the community around you.
It was really my relationships that I had with my teachers that allowed me to have such a positive experience at school. And now as a JP teacher, those experiences have really influenced how I approach my practice. I really want my students, especially since it's their very first time at school, to feel listened to, cared for, and supported in the same way that I was.
When you go into our experience at Collingwood, it sets us up for life and we do such an incredible job while we're in the school then it just becomes second nature. So I think that given that we get this high level of experience, high level of learning, we're super lucky that we're just, ready to take on life and go about it in the best way we can.
So for me, the core of Collingwood is our really strong community and the faculty and staff that shape it. I was and continue to be inspired by my teachers who are such great role models. They're so down to earth, they have a great sense of humor, they're unafraid to share their personality with students. So in my daily life now, I am inspired by them to show up with more authenticity and energy.
Collingwood taught me that nothing is impossible if you have the courage to take on challenges that have never been accomplished before.
While at Collingwood, the course friends really encouraged me to be curious about other areas that I normally wouldn't be interested in. And I think that really gives you the courage to explore things that normally you would never even be doing. So I'm really grateful to Collingwood for giving me the experience with that to take that into life beyond Collingwood and continue to be curious and courageous about trying new things.
As a student at Collingwood, community has always been a big part of the school. Now as a rugby player, every team I've ever played on, community, that sense of family and being has been a big part of each team. Now coming back as an alumni and coach, I instill in my players leading the program that community is the biggest part.
Thank you to our amazing founders and happy 40th anniversary.
Thank you.
Thank you to all the founders that helped put such an incredible school together for us, and we look forward to the next 4 years of Collingwood Princess.
Thank you so much, founders. You really shaped the course of my life, starting in high school, and the connections I continue to make here, working here, has been fantastic. So thank you.
Thank you, founders.
My 13 years at Collingwood were absolutely incredible, and I'm so grateful to the founders for making this even possible for all of us. Thank you so much, and happy 40 years, Collingwood.
My name is Coach E, and I'm in grade 9. I've always felt so connected to the history and traditions of Collingwood, from the founder's vision to the incredible experiences we have today. One of those experiences has been all the success in athletics. I am proud to be a multi-sport athlete at Collingwood School. I've had the pleasure of participating in 3 sports, representing Collingwood School since grade 6, in volleyball, basketball, and soccer. Being part of the athletic strand has taught me so much about leadership, teamwork, and school spirit, and I'm excited to continue growing as both an athlete and a member of our amazing community. This morning, I have the tremendous privilege of introducing our next speaker, our athletic director, Mr. Spears. Mr. Spears has been a cornerstone of Collingwood School's athletic traditions for over 35 years. As director of athletics, he has been instrumental in guiding our teams to over 50 provincial championships. His unwavering commitment to fostering courage, teamwork, and school spirit, it continues to inspire students and alumni alike. Let's give a warm welcome to Mr. David Spears.
Thank you, Brooke. 35 years ago, when I started as a grade 6 teacher, there was no sent house. There was, however, in my class, an annoying sent child. But I saw something in that kid, so over the next 6 years, the rugby coaches took him on 9 weeks of rugby tour, and we whipped him into shape. And as a result, he got into Yale, he became a doctor, ran across the country to raise money for prostate cancer, and finally, they named a house after him. And that's what can happen to you if you play sports at Collingwood. So it's probably unlikely they will name a house after you, but if you play sports, amazing things will happen to you. When you look up at the banners and you see the 50 championships, and you think of the fact that we've won a BC championship in 13 different sports, you must think, hey, we're pretty good. And you're right, we do punch above our weight as a small school. You're probably also thinking, well, were we always great at sports? And the answer to that is a resounding no. Things were tough. Things were tough in the early years. We lost pretty much every school and pretty much every sport. But, in fact, I'll give you an idea of how bad it was. In grade 8, in my first year, I coached grade 8 basketball. My co-coach was a soccer star from UK. He was competitive, I was competitive. Our boys, they were not so competitive. At the end of one half, we had 0 points. 0 points. That's a tough halftime speech. In another game, Hillside, which no longer exists, they scored 100 points against us in grade 8 boys basketball. That's almost impossible. There were no 3-point shots then. So yeah, things were tough. But in a stroke of genius, they hired a man named Jim Burnett, and he became the first athletic director, and he was also the head of PE. And Jim was a great, great man. He had been a 68 Olympian for the U.S., ran the 400 relay, and he was the man who set the standards for the Collingwood athletics program. He believed that you lost with grace, but you won with humility. He believed that our athletes should be better than just great on the field or on the court. He believed that they should be leaders around the school, which is something that I still preach today. So under Jim's leadership, things began to get better. Our snowboarding team won our first BC banner, and our basketball team, our girls basketball team, which he coached, started to become a powerhouse. They went to 3 straight BC championships, finally winning the 3rd one. And on that team was a certain Catherine Keene, now known as Catherine Underwood. So she played a big part in that first team championship, other than, of course, the snowboarding. And our rugby team and our field hockey program started to build, and was all with Jim's leadership. And through that leadership, suddenly leaders began to emerge out of that first PE department. Roger Hatch went on to become the head of Wentworth School. Ian Kennedy followed Roger there and was the head of Wentworth for many years. Jim himself went on to become the head of Collingwood for 3 years. Elise Evans, she hasn't done so bad for herself either. Yeah. So, without you even realizing this, Collingwood, for the last 30 years, you've been ruled by a jockocracy. But jockocracies are benevolent by nature. So we've allowed the other 3 strands to thrive as well, which explains why probably our greatest wrestler is at the front of the drum line. At other schools, that simply would not be the case. As we look forward to the next 40 years, probably thinking, well, what's going to happen here? And I'm certainly very interested in that. We have great facilities, we have even better coaches, so really it's up to all of you in this room. As a great coach once said, there are energizers and energy sappers. So, if you're going to be energizers and give your heart and soul to the Collingwood rugby program, yes, Collingwood sports program, what a slip. Yeah, mostly give it to me. If you're going to give your heart and soul to the athletics program, then we're going to see many, many more BC banners on the wall, and I can't wait to see that. So thank you.
Good morning. My name is Liam Aldis. I'm in grade 12. The term lifer here at Collingwood is someone who has been at Collingwood from junior kindergarten or kindergarten to grade 12. I'm a lifer, and I've had the unique experience of growing up in this incredible community. Like most lifers, my first year in Collingwood was in kindergarten. I'll always look back fondly at my early time at Herschel. It was my first time learning in a big classroom in a big building with lots of other kids. I remember how everyone was a little bit intimidated, seeing all the grade 6s and 7s, if the kindergartners ever got a chance to go into the middle school section of the campus, which seemed so deep and dark at the time. But as the year went on, everyone realized that school can actually be a lot of fun. Preschool days had been phased out for math class, the kindy playground, friend groups. I hope I'm not the only one who remembers Beyblades. Throughout my time at Collingwood, being in a school environment like this really began to leave its mark, and I began to understand how Collingwood impacted me as a person. The obvious impact was the academic one. Going to a school and having access to great educational programs instilled in me a deep desire to learn, and the belief that the pursuit of knowledge is one of the most fulfilling endeavors that one can embark on in life. However, further than that, it also held influence over other areas of my development as a young person. Something that Collingwood demonstrated in particular was its enthusiasm around four strands: arts, athletics, academics, and service. I can't overstate the importance of all these programs at the school and the various clubs, teams, and classes in which they manifested. Those who know me know that my utmost passion was always music and the performing arts. But I always found doing service initiatives, playing on sports teams, belonging to fun academics clubs, and doing theater to be very fulfilling as well. The biggest effect that these four strands had on me was the encouragement to follow my passions and to make the attempt to define my identity through self-expression. I know this is something that I've seen in many of my peers as well. Everyone I know at this school, in my eyes, has demonstrated their own passion, personal growth, and dedication to at least one strand. Throughout my time at Collingwood, the dedication to the traditions and values have always struck me. Being in the performing arts program since I've gone to the school, I can't tell you how much the yearly traditions of Christmas and spring concerts, end-of-year performances, plays, and other events have brought me joy to know that Collingwood is dedicated to standing by these traditions which help define it as a community. I see this as well in its upholding of sports tournaments and events which we continue to excel at, as well as academic displays such as science fairs, robotics competitions, which give everyone in the school a place. I continue to admire Collingwood's enduring willingness to foster togetherness, peer bonding, and genuine excitement to be in the school community together in traditions like Speak Week, as well as house games and events. Having the privilege of being a former house captain really affirmed how much the students at this school bring out the best in each other when they're having fun and engaging with one another. The school's dedication to kindness, empathy, inclusive education, and EDI is something that continues to play a vital role in what the school represents. And I trust that that will remain a strong reminder for students to always be kind to one another, to ensure that we can carry on the legacy of this school together, stronger than ever. From the bottom of my heart, I would like to thank the founders, faculty, and my peers and your families for their invaluable contributions to this school community. You are all my role models, and I have no doubt that I would not be the person who I am today without the hard work and effort put in by everyone who has done their part to make Collingwood the strong, unified, irreplaceable place that it is. It's hard to wrap my head around the fact that I'm going to be graduating in a few short weeks, and that come this summer, I'm not going to think of Collingwood as somewhere I go to, but somewhere I went to. But I've had my time to reflect, so now I feel my purpose is to pass the message on to the younger students. Don't be afraid to be yourself. You have the privilege of going to a school that sees everyone for their unique characteristics and for all of their strengths. You have an incredibly supportive community of people behind you who are fully dedicated to bringing out your passion so that you can chase your own fulfillment, bring happiness to others, and realize your own self-worth through the things that make you you. Many people wish they could be in your scenario. So keep working hard in your studies. Always treat others with kindness and respect. You cannot fail if you continue to be yourself.
I think I'm going to be a figure skater. I want to be a police officer when I grow up. Saying that, I don't know. I want to be a gardener, a soccer player, everything. A chief police. I want to be a chef. I want to play baseball. I want to be a construction builder. I just want to be a Please, ma'am. I want to be an entrepreneur. Puzzles. I like recess and playtime. I like to see my brother Leo. I love to see my friends. I love recess. School. Because it's so much stuff to do. I get to play soccer outside. I really like school because it is fun and I get to have arts and crafts in the afternoon. Like to play with my friends. Play with my friends and go outside. I like playing outside for recess. Playing outside. My class. I like draw. Draw things and play with Charlie and Lena and Rebecca and with Jasper. Stations. Different classes. French. Painting. Read. Make cards. My friend is with me to make it the math and school with robots. I like to learn new things. Being a cat. Playing the water table.
As we wrap up today's special event, I want to once again thank the founders for their vision and leadership in establishing Collingwood, as well as their continued support throughout the school's 40 years. Their contributions have made a lasting and inspiring impact on our school community. I also want to take the opportunity to express appreciation to the students, faculty, and staff who contributed to the success of this Founders Day and who continue to help make Collingwood the vibrant, supportive community it is today. Everyone's dedication and involvement was what made such milestones possible. I would like to also remind the founders that the lunch reception will begin immediately following the conclusion of this assembly. Please join us there to continue celebrating and sharing in the day's special events. I now invite the drumline to lead our founders towards our lunch reception in the Yasin Training Gymnasium to officially close our assembly. As a token of appreciation, each founder will be given a special gift bag as they exit, to thank each and every one of them for their ongoing commitment to Collingwood. Thank you, everyone. Please rise for the reception of the founders. Students on the floor fold and stack the chairs. Can the house captains please get